So in many areas like toxic chemicals, there's mountains of research papers, but the decision makers in government or the people in retailers, manufacturers who are making choices about products don't have that scientific information. And so when you can bring really good science to people who are making decisions, they can make better decisions, healthier products, and we can all be healthier. Back in the 70s, I did work showing that the flame retardant in kids' pajamas changed DNA, it caused mutations and was likely to cause cancer. And back in the 70s, we wrote a scientific paper, and all the parents in America suddenly knew about this cancer-causing chemical in their kids' pajamas, and it was removed from the pajamas. And so I thought the problem was solved, and then in the 80s and the 90s, I did adventures, raised a family, did a whole lot of different things. I actually took 26 years off from science. And in 2006, I learned that the same chemical called tris that we had removed from kids' pajamas was back in our furniture, and went back to science. And so for 8 years, I've been working on what I had started in the 70s. I went to Reed College in Portland, Oregon, and my freshman chemistry professor was this wonderful, brilliant young woman. She was 23 and she had a PhD from MIT, and she was so inspirational that all 4 girls in my class got PhDs in chemistry. And my lab partner was this really handsome young man from Portland, Oregon, who was a mountain climber. And late one starry night, he said, "Do you want to go climb Mount Hood," which is outside of Portland? And he's very handsome, so I said, sure. And we drove up to Mount Hood, and he put a big pack on my back. I was from Chicago. I'd never done anything physical in my life. And he later said I was gasping so loudly he didn't think I'd get out of the parking lot, but he was very handsome and I was very determined. And so I was gasping, and we got up. We started in the middle of the night, and we got up to the glacier, and the sun rose, and it was the most beautiful place I'd ever been. And I fell in love with him and with mountain climbing, and I was in love with chemistry. So chemistry and climbing were my 2 passions throughout my life.